exactly 10 minutes, I'm going to be giving you shooting lessons to master in order to improve as a shooter. Well, why is shooting so important in the first place? Well, shooting has arguably become the most important skill in basketball, with even big men shooting the three nowadays. And guards are now shooting from beyond the three-point line.
Backups 21, their defenses look better the last two possessions.
Drip, drip. That's Stephen Curry.
But unfortunately, many players today still struggle to shoot the ball well, whether it's poor shooting form, loss of confidence, or even bad shot selection.
Never before in my 15 years of playing or 10 years since of being around the league have I seen such terrible shot selection, so many air balls from guys that have no right. They didn't do it in high school, college, or no level to shoot threes, and out here you just get to throw up a step back three and say, oh, that's what it says. Yeah.
And if you're having these problems, how can you fix them? Well, I've played basketball for over 3 years to not only help you answer this question, but help you get results like this. The first thing you want to do is dip the ball, because it gives you more power in your shot and helps you avoid having the shot come up short. And when doing the dip, you want to actually lower your entire body, bend your knees, and sink your hips. You'll notice many great players doing this, shooting off the catch and off the dribble. And the dip can also vary. Some players might dip the ball to where they have the ball closer to their thighs, or some players might dip the ball and have the ball closer to their chest. And there's not a certain way of doing it. Just do whatever is comfortable for you and allows a smooth shooting motion. And after dipping the ball, you then go into your jump shot. But a few important details that go into it is, make sure that you have your elbows in and not out. Because if you shoot with your elbow too far out, it could cause the ball to launch either diagonally or with a side spin. And keeping your elbows in will also help you shoot the ball more smoothly, and it will help you shoot with more consistency and have the ball be released in a straighter path to the basket.
7 with 6, and here's LeBron. LeBron for the tie.
And even though shooting with your feet does give you more balance and make it easier to make shots, you can also make shots off balance. And there are also certain situations where shooting off balance will actually give you an advantage. And this is typically fadeaways from your defender or even leaning shots to create space. And one thing that you should develop to make shooting off balance easier is core strength, because this helps you maintain control and accuracy when you're leaning or fading away. Next thing you need to do is... What's up, twin? What are you talking about today? And what's that timer down there? No, get out. Get out. Get out right now. Get out. Okay. I want to hear it. No, don't say no. Get out. Was it something else? Wasting my time. Okay. And the next thing that you need to do to improve your shooting is use your eye. Because the longer that you have your eyes on whichever part of the rim that you prefer to target, the more likely you are to make the shot. And this applies to any situation when you're shooting, such as off of the catch, or off the dribble, or even in transition. Oh, and let's not forget free throw. Because there are different parts of the rim that you can choose to target depending on whichever works for you. And it's the front of the rim, the back of the rim, and the center of the rim. And going into some common mistakes that players make when shooting a ball is having incorrect hand placement. Because players often have their shooting hand on the side of the ball instead of underneath the ball.
The most common thing that you're going to see is players either have their hands here on the side to push it, or slightly angled here, but not completely under it. And we want to make sure that as we get into the shot, we're able to get our wrist pointed to the rim, our shooting hands spread and completely underneath the basketball, not over here, or anywhere else other than underneath it.
And another mistake that players often make is not moving the ball along with their body.
What we need to do is start both of these things low. So the ball starts low, the body starts low. As the ball rises, we follow and we flow completely through that basketball.
And think about it like you're playing 2K. Once you go up for a jump shot, you and the ball should be rising up. And then you time your release at the peak of your jump shot. And back to what I was saying about guards shooting from beyond the 3-point line, core strength also plays a role in players' ability to shoot from this distance. And another way to shoot from deep is to have a low set point. Because when you bring the ball lower, it gives you more power into your shot, allowing you to shoot a further distance. And knowing how to shoot is important, but knowing when to shoot is just as important. Because you don't want to take the wrong shots at the wrong times, because then you could get put on the bench for bad shot selection. Because even though basketball is a game that is mostly played with skill, it's also like a game of chess. It's played with strategy. There is a right and wrong type of shot to take. And I've actually mentioned one of the right shots to take earlier in this video, which is the fadeaway. It can be used in the post or when driving to the basket. And there's actually 3 different ways to use the fadeaway when driving to the basket and 2 different ways when posting up. One where you drive and just take a quick fadeaway, one where you step back into a fadeaway, and one where you drive, plant one foot, and turn around into a fadeaway. And with the normal fadeaway, it's like taking a normal jump shot, but you're going to be driving and jumping away from your defender to take the shot. And with the step back fadeaway, you're going to drive, plant one foot while hopping backwards into the fadeaway. And the turnaround fadeaway is actually one of the ways to use this shot while in the post. And it also works the same way, except you're going to be posting up instead of driving. And the second way is also similar to the step back fadeaway, but instead you're going to be doing this from the post instead of driving as well. And you can use all of these variations to become more unpredictable. And another effective type of shot to have in your game is the mid-range pull-up. And you should definitely use this shot if you're a smaller player, because it allows you to score off of driving towards the basket without having to drive completely to the basket. Because not all the time will it be the best decision to drive completely to the basket with a big man waiting underneath the rim. And it's just effective for catching your defender off guard by throwing up a quick shot. And you can do this from the 3-point line as well. After you apply these lessons, you'll become a better shooter, improve your shooting form, and knock down shots like this.
They got Curry. He checked it. Steph for the win. Yes, sir! His 8th career game winner! We got to get out of here. That step back is killer. There was like no way.
Working on Markkanen, hits the top of the board twice. Down goes AD. Near the logo! Near the logo! Up against it, LeBron drains the 3.
The other day, I was watching LeBron before the game. He was shooting literally half-court shots.
And it's because the Lakers can't have that much spacing. You know why? They don't have many 3-point shooters. Like that! Like that! Damian Lillard!
Irving is 9 of 9, a steal. Irving at the horn. Oh, Kyrie! He is not human.
And even though shooting is the most important skill in basketball, there is another very important skill to learn, and that is ball handling. So click this video right here to learn how to dribble a basketball.
Long one, Mitchell. Oh my goodness. He knew it was in. That's a sharp stick to the eye. From 45. Bobby Portis back in. First time Giannis Antetokounmpo sits. LaMelo deep. Got it.
He missed 3 from that spot. Let me back up just a little bit.